Welcome, Minneapolis junior, senior high school fans, to Salina, Kansas, the gymnasium of Sacred Heart High School. February 1, 2019, we start another new month here in the bleak winter months. A balmy day, though, Mike. 54 degrees today for a high after shivering and shaking the last few days like we were doing.
And we reach in and pull out that rope tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's Groundhog Day, so we'll find out if we've got another 6 weeks of this.
Well, maybe it'll be cloudy tomorrow. Who knows? Anyway, Dale Leach and Mike Perry here to bring you the girls and boys contest tonight of Minneapolis facing off against the host Sacred Heart Knights. Starting off with the girls here. That's a 6 o'clock tip. A little over 7 minutes from now. Here on Eagle Communications Channel 20 video replay and CityLinkTV.com Minneapolis channel.
Well, Dale, as you and I were talking earlier, Minneapolis girls are capable of putting the points on the board and playing with some of the best teams in the league, as they took down Beloit at Beloit here a couple weeks ago. And if they're hitting from the outside, that opens up the inside for Fuller. And you got 3 or 4 girls in double figures, you've got a pretty good scoring club. But if we aren't connecting from the outside, we'll end up with that 30, 34 point game, and it's tough to catch the other team.
Plus, play aggressive and not make a lot of mental mistakes with the turnovers. You can see that real quick if they're into that turnover funk, if they're not playing smart ball. But, hopefully we'll see the right things tonight from the Lady Lions. Sacred Heart Knights are 8-6 overall, 4-3 in the league in third place. They have lost their last 3 games in a row, Mike, so they're going to be out hungry for a win tonight.
They will be.
The Minneapolis girls are 7-6 overall and 2-4 in the league, tied for 5th place with Ellsworth. We'd really like to see some things get turned around here in the second half of the season that just really went awry for them in the first half of the league season. Sacred Heart is giving up an average of 48 points a game and scoring an average of 51, so they're a +3. Minneapolis, to their credit, is giving up just 36.4, but only scoring 40. So we're a 3.7 plus, but we're scoring 11 points less a game than they are, even though they're giving up 12 points a game more than we are. So I don't know where the law average is going to work out there, but hopefully in our favor. This is the 60th game in the series, dating back to 1978. Minneapolis does lead the series 34-25. The two teams have split the last 4 games that they have played, alternating wins. At Minneapolis, back on December 14th, Sacred Heart kind of laid a shellacking on us, winning 46-31. They were hitting from the outside and playing very aggressive ball. We weren't. Minneapolis last won against Sacred Heart on February 2nd, 18, 54-32. That was at home. Here, the last 2 times we've played Sacred Heart here in Salina, if I remember correctly, we have lost by 2 points in the last 1 point and 2 points in the last few seconds. Hopefully we can get that reversed tonight. The Lady Lions coming off their tournament experience at the Eli
Elbing
Walter tournament in Elbing, Kansas. If you've never been to Elbing, Mike, you'll have to go there someday. Just say you've been there.
Elbing, America.
Didn't have a good Verizon connection our first game there, but we got it hooked up with their internet.
Are you telling me they didn't have a McDonald's or a Walmart?
No McDonald's or Walmart, not even a Casey's.
Ooh.
But
after game snack was limited then.
Well, Newton fortunately was just 12 miles away. And my favorite barbecue place in McPherson was just a scant 35 to 40 miles down the road. And my wife even liked their ribs, Mike.
Oh.
She went with me Saturday afternoon.
They looked impressive. Enough to order them next time, that's for sure.
I'd say their name, but I don't want to advertise for it without them paying. Anyway, the Lady Lions beat Burton, a 1A team, and then pretty handily beat Douglas, another 3A squad in that tournament. Their first game was forfeited basically due to no school that day due to snow cancellation. Does not count against our overall record, but that did put them on the backside of the tournament bracket immediately. And I don't know, we were to play Trinity Academy at Wichita. They got in the championship game, but I've never read how they fared against Halstead in the championship game. But the Lady Lions have looked aggressive in the last several games they've played. Up at Beloit, we had both Charisma Veneri and Krista Nelson hitting from the outside. Since then, they've kind of alternated in games, one being hot and one not. But like seeing both getting on the offensive side of things here tonight. That would be helpful. Getting into the last month of regular season, starting the last month of regular season play here. 3 weeks actually, and then we start to get into sub-state.
It'll be here before you know it.
Yes, it will.
It does seem like the last 2 weeks of the season just fly by. And we do have some home events, games coming up, so it'd be a good chance to get out to the gym there at Minneapolis and catch a game or two. Now for the starting lineups, this is the girls' event. Tip here in a minute or so for Minneapolis.
As a reminder, we'd like everyone to remember Rule 52, which deals with the heart of sportsmanship. Please cheer for your team and not against the other team.
I don't know if they'll have a national anthem and a prayer or whether they'll
I think that's usually the boys'
introduce. Now the starting lineups for Minneapolis. Number 2, Carolyn Giles.
As soon as I say that, they'll do it for the girls.
And for Sacred Heart, number 5, that's Allie Cochran.
Caroline Giles has been very aggressive, impressive with her aggressiveness, especially on rebounding and taking care of the ball.
For Minneapolis, number 4, Kirsty Nelson, and for Sacred Heart, number 13, Emily Everett. For Minneapolis, number 10, Zoe Shue. And for the Lady Knights, the 3 guard, I know her name is Hannah Getz. I didn't get her number though. Hannah Getz is number 20 for Minneapolis. Charisma Vigneri, and for Sacred Heart, number 23 is Tegan Schlegel. And for Minneapolis, Kylie Fuller, and Sacred Heart post, number 32 is Amber Pollan. Arnold Schmidberger is the coach. Been there quite a few years, hasn't he, Dale?
Well, he has. He
came and
he
gone.
retired and then came back. Once his girls got out of high school, he retired for a few years. And the program, I don't know that it was for lack of coaching, but they didn't have the talent run they had for a while.
Right.
And it started to slide, and he stepped back in and has helped to improve them. Of course, they've got some more talent that they weren't having at that for several years. Starting with a young lady with the last name of Cochran, very famous in Salina area in the last 4 to 5 decades for basketball.
Fuller will jump center for Minneapolis, and Pollen for Sacred Heart. Oh, excuse me. Emily Everett's going to jump center. And we're just about underway. And here we go. Tip is controlled by Minneapolis. Zoe Shoup picks it up. Sets the offense. She had an open avenue down to the basket. Sacred Heart recovered quickly. Man-to-man defense for Sacred Heart. Out front, Carolyn Giles. Out front to Shoup. Man-to-man, Kirsty Nelson. Now a shot from the corner. Giles, back rim, no good. It's a good-looking shot. Now Charisma Vigneri down the lane she goes, has the ball tipped away, and the loose ball is picked up by Pollen. Getz has it for the Lady Knights. Minneapolis man-to-man defense. Looking inside, and down low it goes, and a nice double team down low. Tips it away from number 13, Everett. Now Minneapolis in transition. The foul is called on number 23, Schlegel. And that's her first personal foul. They'll call that on the floor, and Minneapolis will play it in. Out front, Charisma Vigneri, three-pointer on its way, no good. And Fuller doing a good job on the boards, and she is fouled on the stick back. Two-shot foul coming here for Kylie. And Amber Pollen whistled with her first personal foul. Fuller to the charity stripe. It'll be a two-shot foul. First free throw on its way is good. 1-0 here in the early going. First quarter, Minneapolis with the lead. Second throw on its way. She got them both. Sacred Heart clears the timeline. Gets it on the wing to Getz. Looking down low, she's wide open. They get her the ball. Loses her balance, back to Getz. Almost a walk. As she put the ball on the floor, took the extra step, and then did that again. No call. And pass is out of bounds as they try a skip pass cross court to Getz, and Hannah could not get a hand on it. Charisma Vigneri with the ball, full pressure by Sacred Heart. And we clear the timeline now. Runner by Charisma. Shot is no good. And the rebound's pulled down out of there by Everett. Now the transition game, Carolyn Giles intercepts it.
Great block there.
And we turn it over. Sacred Heart to play it in. Good defense there by Minneapolis. Outside shot on its way, no good. And the rebound is muscled out of there by Kylie Fuller. Now Giles left wing, wide open, will not take the shot, however. Now moves in, another shot, good. Carolyn Giles connects from the outside.
4-0, Lady Lions.
In my opinion, that has got to happen. Carolyn's going to have to take that shot.
Yep.
Down low, the shot put up, no good. Now the left-hand shot put up by Schlegel, and she is fouled. Foul is whistled on Kylie Fuller. It's her first. Two-shot foul here by Schlegel. She hits the first. Second throw on its way. It's up and rimming out. And Fuller with the big rebound for Minneapolis. Clears that defensive board. Oh, so important. Now, Shoup had an avenue open up and shut down by Schlegel. Shoup with the ball right wing, gets it off to Giles. Still man-to-man defense by Sacred Heart. Shoup wide open on the right wing. Is looking inside. Now dribble drive in the paint, left-hand runner, rimming in. She gets all the way to the basket, and the left-hand runner rolls in. Now Sacred Heart in transition, quickly down the floor. Minneapolis gets back on defense. Entry pass down low.
Great double team there.
Very good double team.
Nelson and Fuller.
Nelson held her ground and did not hack at her. There's no way she could turn and shoot. Ball does go out of bounds. It will stay with Sacred Heart as Getz will play it in for the Lady Knights.
Courtney Forte in for Fuller. Shot block.
Ella Gotti with kind of a runner there, but it is blocked, as Dale mentioned, by Minneapolis. They'll play it in under their own basket. Out front it goes. They reverse the ball to Gotti. Now Getz, dribble drive, and a nice defensive play there by Kirsty Nelson. Getz had the ball knocked out of her hands, and Sacred Heart will maintain possession. Throw down low to Everett, and a reverse layup by Emily gets the Knights a bucket. Now the entry pass down low to Forte. Her shot, no good. And she tries to rescue it, but it goes out of bounds. It will stay. Excuse me, it will be Sacred Heart ball to play in. 6-3, Minneapolis with the lead. And Minneapolis just changed up defenses a little bit. Wide open from the outside, shot no good. And Charisma Vigneri does a real nice job blocking out and getting that defensive rebound. Zoe Shoup resets the offense. 3:55 left first quarter. Carolyn Giles looks inside. Gets it off to Shoup. Shoup dribble drive, stops, pops in the baseline, or in the top of the key, and the rebound comes out of there to Sacred Heart. Good looking shot though.
Just didn't fall.
I would recommend we take it every time right there. That's close.
Yep.
And a 30-second bailout timeout is called by Coach Schmidberger, as we had Getz tied up on the other side, and just about a 5-second call.
Lions with the 6-3 lead here. We wish to take this opportunity to thank some of our sponsors for helping us with these costs of these live stream broadcasts. I'd like to thank Sunflower Realty with Monty Nelson, Crosslane Crop Insurance with John Pruitt, Klein Oil Company of Delphus with Jim Klein, Hometown Hardware with Pam Barker and Vicki Kaufman, Autotech in Minneapolis, Gary Keating and Dave Sweat, and the Crooked Nail Studio with Alexis Kern.
Amber Pollen to play it in for the Lady Knights. Out front Getz. Entry pass back to Pollen. Now dribble drive on the outside by Cochran, and she is shut down. Good defense by Minneapolis. Now Fuller way out on top playing defense. And the skip pass goes out of bounds as Cochran could not jump high enough to get the ball. Bad pass, they turn it over. And here's full court pressure. They have a double team, and they tie it up.
Possession arrow to the Knights.
We turn it over. Full court pressure, you need a couple pretty good ball handlers in there. 6-3, Minneapolis Minneapolis with the lead. Knights with the ball. Shoot, good defense. Now Giles shuts down the baseline, and Fuller steps out of bounds. Good defense by Minneapolis, and we turn it right back over.
Checking in for the Lions, number 15, Charisma McNary.
Charisma McNary back in the contest after a quick breather.
Conley did a great job of shutting down that baseline.
Now the shot from the outside is no good. Back rim, and Holland collects the rebound, hands it off to Getz. Cochran, shot from the outside, up and good. They're lucky they can step through that defense. Usually you cannot. And we reset the offense.
Yeah, that was quite the double team there.
Shot from the outside, rimming off, is a good looking shot. Kirsty Nelson with a good look from beyond the arc. Holland out front to Getz. Now Cochran on the baseline, dribble drive, turns and shoots. It's good, and they're going to count the basket. And she'll get the and one as a foul is whistled on.
The Knights have taken a 7-6 lead, have gone on a 5-0 scoring run here.
Foul, I believe, was on Nelson, her first.
Yep.
The free throw up and good by Cochran. There we clear the timeline. The pass down to Fuller.
That's the way to beat that double team, just throw it down court beyond them.
Yes, absolutely. Giles gets it off to Shoop. Nelson in the corner, backed out to Shoop. Charisma should have took the shot when she had it. Now the entry pass to Fuller. Out front, three-pointer on its way, rimming out. And Nelson pulls down the rebound from Minneapolis, and we throw it away. Giles is going to have to take that shot. Two-shot foul coming for Cochran as she gets all the way to the basket. Foul's whistled on Kirsty Nelson. First throw, no good. Front rim. Nelson will sit as she picked up her second personal foul here in the first quarter. Forte back in the contest. Will play with two bigs. Free throw good. 9-6, Lady Knights. Forte has it. Gets it off to Giles. Here comes the double team, and she gets it over the top to shoot. Now down Fuller. Shot up.
Perfect.
That's just the way Coach would draw it up on the tablet right there. It's a nice play by ladies. Cochran now gets three-pointer on its way. Good. Got to go out and guard him.
12-8, Knights. 55 seconds remaining. We throw it away. Yep. Tie up, this time to Minneapolis.
We give it up, but we do tie them up as they turn it over. And possession arrow favors Minneapolis. Alternate possession. Minneapolis will play it in half court.
Peyton Smith in for Caroline Giles.
We get it into Forte. Fuller, nice reverse move, and that shot is up and in. Using that right hand, protecting the shot with the body now from the outside. Front rim, no good on the three-pointer. As Cochran ties up Fuller for the rebound, it's going to go to Sacred Heart this time. And Cochran will play it in. Out front it goes to Getz. Schlegel, number 23, now Cochran with it. She'll reset the offense.
20 seconds left in the quarter. Knights with the 12-10 lead.
Now down low on the baseline, she's got a pretty good look, and Minneapolis comes out there with a rebound. Good job by Smith. Pass the ball, we need to get a shot off. Oh, we do. And it's gonna count. I thought we might have waited too long, but 2 more passes. Smith to Fuller down low, and they're going to count that right before the buzzer beater, Dale.
And the Lady Lions tie it at the buzzer as first quarter ends. 12-12. If you need insurance, remember the Scott Oshman Agency, your American Family Insurance agent in Minneapolis and Belleville. Call Scott Oshman at 785-392-3111 for your varied insurance needs. Also wish to thank the D&M Body Shop with John Wright at 1206 North 120th Road in Minneapolis. Contact John at 785-392-2666 for all your auto body paint and interior repair needs, or any auto glass tinting or replacement needs. Thank you to all our sponsors for helping with these broadcasts. Minneapolis with possession here. We'll get things started here in the second quarter.
Nelson still setting with 2 personal fouls. And we throw it away on the inbounds.
They tip it out of bounds, though.
And as luck would have it, Cochran had a foot on the out-of-bounds line. Oh, excuse me. Nelson is playing with 2 personal fouls here in the second quarter. She'll have to play a little less aggressively. Now the baseline shot by Shoup is no good, and the rebound's pulled out of there by Allie Cochran. Pollen. Ooh, shot from the outside, no good. By Pollen. Minneapolis in transition here. Now Giles' shot over the rim, no good. Nelson on the backside had the rebound. Her stick back, no good. Fuller had a good look, and her shot rimmed off. Sacred Heart clears the board. Minneapolis had a couple of pretty good looks. Cochran all the way in, and she is fouled.
Allie Cochran.
We're going to count that basket as well. Foul's whistled on Giles.
Foul number 2.
Here's the and 1 for Cochran. Free throw, good. (15-12), Lady Knights. Nelson off to Shoup. Stops and pops. Shot no good. Fuller has the rebound. Her stick back no good. Now she's fouled. Good job on the offensive glass by Kylie Fuller. Be a 2-shot foul coming. Foul's whistled on Ella Gotti. Free throw, no good.
Referee's having conference over.
Excuse me, it's fouls on number 32. Pollen. Would be her second. Not on Gotti. Second throw is good. Pollen with 2 personal fouls now. Fuller gets the second one to drop. And Minneapolis back within 2 points here. Cochran's pass to Getz on the wing goes out of bounds, as it was just too close to the out of bounds line, as Getz could not keep the feet in bounds and get the ball at the same time. Shoup off to Charisma Vigneri. We clear the timeline to Nelson. Shoup has it. Nelson all the way in, has her shot blocked, gets her own rebound, and we throw it away. We turn it over. Sacred Heart with the ball, 6:20 left, first half. Cochran to Getz, out front, Holland. Excuse me, that's Gotti on the wing. And the pass is tipped out of bounds by Minneapolis. Sacred Heart will play it in. That's Getz with the ball. Out front it goes. To Gotti, back to Getz. Now Cochran has it. Three-pointer on its way. Bank shot, no good. And Charisma Vigneri has the long carom for Minneapolis. Shoup has it. Thought maybe she was going to get her pocket picked. Getz playing good defense for Sacred Heart. Three-pointer on its way by Nelson. Shot no good, and the rebound's pulled out of there by Schlegel. One and done for Minneapolis. Good defense there on the baseline by Nelson. Getz tried to drive the baseline, and Nelson wouldn't have it. Ball is tipped out of bounds, and it will remain with Sacred Heart. Cochran to play it in for the Lady Knights. Getz out front, Gotti, back to Getz. They're looking for the entry pass to Everett, and it's not there. Good frontal there by Vigneri. Fuller, good defense, picks up the loose ball as Gotti loses it. Now we throw it over the top. Shoup has it. And we're a little bit out of sorts, and Coach Weatherman calls a quick timeout, 30-second timeout. We'll take one too. This is Minneapolis Lady Lions basketball.
On CityLinkTV.com, Minneapolis channel, and Eagle Communications, channel 20. I'd like to thank the Davidson Agency with Lyle Davidson for helping sponsor these broadcasts. Your nationwide insurance dealer in Bennington, Delphus, and Minneapolis. Contact Lyle at 785-523-4202 for all your insurance needs. He's also an independent insurance agent with offering a wide range of companies and products. Kylie sure stuck an opportune hand in there to knock that ball away. That last defensive stand by the Lady Lions.
We play it in after that quick 30-second timeout. Shoup has it. They want her to take the baseline and trap her, and she dribbles out of it, gives it to Vigneri. Nelson has a look. Back out front, Giles, three-pointer on his way.
Oh.
Just rims off. And the rebound's pulled out of there by Gotti.
Good shot.
Excuse me, that's Schlegel with the rebound. Getz with it. Skip pass, now down low. It goes to Everett, and she's tied up. Before she is tied up, walks with the ball. They turn it over. Forte.
We are doing an impressive job of trapping that post player down there.
We are. That's where they want to try to score, that's for sure. Shoup. Back to Vigneri. Full court pressure. 1-2-2. Zone pressure. We clear the timeline. Nelson has it. Her pass is intercepted by Sacred Heart. We turn it over. 15-13 Sacred Heart. Ella Woodall in the contest. Number 11 for Sacred Heart. Dumps it down low to Everett, and she is fouled. Zoe Shoup whistled with the foul. Everett to the free throw line. Two-shot foul. First one rimming off. No good. Still 15-13. Everett toes the line. Second one on its way. She gets it. 3-point lead. The Lady Knights 2-2-1, trapping full court pressure. McNary has it. I'll try to get the ball to the middle. Can, shoot. Giles, bad pass. And we throw it away. Skip pass, Woodall. Dribble drive in the paint. Her shot is no good. Oh, that's a terrible call.
I think it was off the Neri. I think she last
Looked like number 23, Lang, had a hand on it.
I think she did, but I think Veneri touched it last.
Then it was a good call.
Yeah. If my eyes are right.
Cochran with a spin move and shot no good. Forte clears the board for Minneapolis as Sacred Heart had point blank. Couple shots. Shoot. Layup, good. Shoot all the way to the basket. The left-hand layup up and good. Good no call. Cochran, skip pass. Shot on its way from the outside. Good. That's a three by Pollen. She's got a good looking shot. That one was nothing but net. Entry pass to Forte, spins and shoots. She was fouled. Shot was blocked, but Fuller in there for the rebound and stick back. Kylie Fuller, big offensive rebound. There's another one on its way, no good, and this time it goes out of bounds as Pollen's shot almost misses everything.
Emily Everett and number 2 for the Lions, Carolyn Giles. Full timeout.
I have timeout by don't know who.
2:34 left first half. Minneapolis right in this thing. 19-17. Knights leading by 2. And we'll be back after Dale thanks a few of our sponsors.
I'd like to thank the Citizen State Bank and Trust of Delphus, Glasgow, and Minneapolis. Contact Owen Kendall or Jared Schmidt for all your banking needs. Citizen State Bank features online banking, deposit accounts, loans, investment and trust services, and the Farm and Ranch Center.
I'm seeing a positive over there, Dale. That band's getting ready to give us a serenade here at halftime.
All right.
Most excited about that tuba. Full timeout taken evidently by Minneapolis. And it'll be Lady Lions to play it in. 2:34 left first half. McNary to play it in. We get it in to shoot. McNary throws it over the top. Giles has it. Now Shoup on the right wing. Right now it looks like a 2-3 zone by Sacred Heart. We throw it away. And they have a run out if they can get to it. And they do. Misses the layup. And the ball's tipped around, picked up by Sacred Heart. Now Getz on the baseline, she walks.
Checking in for the Knights, number 23,
Tegan Schlegel back in the contest for the Lady Knights. McNary to play it in. Giles has it, back to McNary. Full court pressure. Has
throw it away again.
Given us a little bit of a problem. Now they get the easy layup on the backside by Schlegel. Timing's everything with the pass to the middle or down the side just like that. Giles all the way in, shot up and rimming off. Good looking shot by Carolyn is rimmed off. And Cochran has it for Sacred Heart. Shot off a glass too hard. Forte has the board for Minneapolis. Shoop resets the offense. Zone defense by the Lady Knights. 2-3 zone. McNary skip past to Shoop. Baseline drive, shot up, no good. Gets her on rebound though, as the Knights don't close out on the baseline. Pass on the wing is almost intercepted. Now Shoop, another try on the baseline. It's up and good. Nice shot there by Zoe. Now the entry pass down low, turnaround shot, rimming off, no good, and Forte has a big rebound for Minneapolis. In between two Sacred Heart Lady Knights. Big rebound by Courtney. Shoop with the ball out on top. Cochran calling for some help. She wants a double team. No, there's no one there. 21-19.
5 seconds.
And we double dribble. I was just looking up at the clock, hoping we could get the last shot. And we turn it over. Now let's see if we can keep Sacred Heart from a look.
Natalie Borman comes in for Kylie Fuller here in the last seconds. Peyton Smith in for Veneri.
There we go. We get them defended, and they've got to go the full length of the court. They throw over the top, though. Cochran all the way in, and she has her pocket pick.
Great steal by Caroline Johnson.
Big steal. Cochran was going all the way to the rack for the layup, and Carolyn picks her pocket. Has a big steal. Keep her from giving it a two-possession game here at halftime. Minneapolis just trailing 21-19 at half here at Sacred Heart. We'll be back with some point totals and some thoughts from Dale here in just a minute. Welcome back to the bathtub. Concrete hole, and we're elevated. A lot like TMP Hayes, only a little better.
Yep.
A little better. Now, point totals in the first half. For Sacred Heart, Keegan Slagle had 3 points. Emily Everett had 3 points. Amber Pollan had 3 points. Hannah Getz had 3 points. And leading Sacred Heart in scoring, Allie Cochran with 9 points in the first half. For Minneapolis, Carolyn Giles has 2 points. Zoe Shoop has 6. Charisma Vigneri has yet to score. And leading all scorers at halftime, Kylie Fuller with 11 big points, Dale.
So we have no points out of Charisma Veneri. How about Nelson?
Or Nelson.
Neither one of them. And we're just trailing by 2 points. I find that incredible.
Yep.
Absolutely incredible. Our 2 leading scorers, other than Kylie Fuller. And how many did Kylie have?
She had 11.
She got 11 or 19.
Good first half.
That is just astounding that we trail only by 2. They were tied at 12 points at the end of a quarter. Here trailing by 2, 21-19 at half. They outscored us 9-7 in the second quarter. Rebounds wise, Mike, we're doing a pretty good job on the boards. We've out-rebounded them 19-14.
It seemed like it.
Pretty even on defensive rebounds, both squads. But we did out-rebound them 10-5 on the offensive boards. So we're getting, that's where we got some putbacks there out of Kylie. That's one reason she's got 11 points. Turnovers wise, pretty even though they were really forcing that press in the second quarter especially, and getting some turnovers off it. We only have 11 turnovers compared to their 10. So they aren't helping themselves necessarily on their end of things by staying out of trouble with their own turnovers. But you got to hand it to them. Went into the press there in the second quarter. It did hamper us at times. At other times we beat it, and we're looking good in the process. But overall, I'm very much impressed with the energy that the young ladies have brought into this game. They're playing pretty smart ball overall. And especially in that first quarter, very impressed with the low post work by Kylie Fuller.
Yes.
And then our defense against their low post, combination between Fuller and Nelson, which is where I think Nelson got in foul trouble a little bit probably. But it was doing a pretty good job shutting down what they're wanting to do on the inside. And fortunately, they have not been extremely hot from the outside so far in this game, even though they do lead by 2 here. But overall, a very good game, especially to know that neither one of our hot shooting guards, Veneri or Nelson, has scored a single point.
Nope.
And if we get them unleashed in the second half, this might really turn into quite a Donnybrook. Hats off for the Lady Lions. They're playing good ball.
Keys, the first half, I thought 4 defensive rebounds come to mind where we cleared the board and they were just waiting for that offensive rebound and stick back. We rebounded real well on the defensive glass, and I thought was the big key for us in the first half. And we played pretty decent defense. As you mentioned, Dale, when you got good help defense on that post and you got another person come over there and deny them to be able to turn, it's good defense.
And I want to give kudos to Courtney Forte. She's doing a lot better work, especially as a defender and rebounding on the inside post than she was earlier.
Yep, very good.
Well, we'll be back in a few minutes. There's 3:30 left till the second half starts. And
yeah, I thought it was a good first half for the Lady Lions playing over here at Sacred Heart. It's a tough place to play, and as you mentioned, the first time we played them earlier in the year, the Lady Knights lit it up from the outside, and tonight, so far, just a couple of threes have fallen in there for the Lady Knights.
Well, and at home, too, they were really dominating his inside.
Yep.
And they haven't here tonight, and I think that's probably affected their outside game.
Well, a couple minutes, and we'll start the second half here in Minneapolis.
Sacred Heart will have the possession arrow.
And as you mentioned, Dale, if we can get 10 or 12 points out of Charisma in the second half and half a dozen out of Nelson, it'd be a pretty interesting game at the end, I would have to say.
Most definitely. We again like to thank our community supporters for helping us with the costs of defraying the costs of these video streaming on citylinktv.com/Minneapolis channel. I'd like to thank the Crooked Nail Studio with Alexis Kern, Autotech with Gary Keating and Dave Sweat, Klein Oil Company of Delphus, Jim Klein, the Hometown Hardware with Pam Barker and Vicki Kaufman, Crossland Crop Insurance with John Pruitt, and Sunflower Realty with Monty Nelson. Thank all of you for helping with these broadcasts. And folks, if you see these business people, appreciate you letting them know your appreciation for helping out with these broadcasts also.
Our streaming seems to be effective tonight. We got a Wi-Fi here that'll handle your needs.
Well, we're using Verizon tonight, and we have a good Verizon signal.
So are you supposed to advertise like that, Dale?
Excuse me. We have a good cellular connection.
There you go. Well, I was going to say Duffy's when you talked about that barbecue joint, but I didn't say it. Yep, could be an interesting second half. Come down to who has the ball at the end of the game. If we can
Well,
start shooting from the outside, it'll be interesting.
that's the way the last 2 games that we played here ended. 2-point loss and a 1-point loss. So putbacks by the Knights.
You're talking to all the K-State boys, all the basketball.
We're underway. Sacred Heart plays it in. For an up and good. Quick basket by the Lady Knights. Still full court pressure. McNary throws it over the top. Fuller luckily gets a hand on it. Now tips the ball, and it's going to be tied up. Minneapolis will retain possession, but they're right in the passing lanes, that's for sure, on this trapping full court pressure, and they don't let up once you clear half court. Now back in a man-to-man defense. Nobody guarding shoot, and
Travel.
we turn it over. (23-19) just here in the early going, second half. Over the top, the pass now. She's over the top, over the back, no call. Oh goodness.
They gave that to
They gave
Sacred
it to
Heart.
him to boot. They'll play it in, out front it goes. Right wing, Cochran, entry pass down low, shot, wild shot, no good, and Vigneri has the rebound from Minneapolis. Nelson all the way in, shot, good. First points of the night for Kirsty Nelson. Left wing, Paulin skip pass to Cochran. Back to Paulin. She's a three-point shooter. Gets, dribble drive. Back to Cochran, three-pointer on its way, no good. Long rebound is pulled down, chased down actually by Everett. Now another three-pointer on its way, no good, and we box out nicely for the rebound. Giles on the right wing looks inside. Fuller is there. Not much movement on the offensive end from Minneapolis. Shoup on the left wing, guarded by Cochran. Crossover dribble in the paint she goes, shot, no good, and the rebound's pulled out there by Cochran. Off to Getz. Three-pointer on its way, Cochran, no good, and
puts it back up.
Collin slips right around the defense and for the rebound and stick back. Now we have numbers, 3-on-2, all the way in, Fuller, and she's fouled. Kylie Fuller on a nice pass from Charisma Vigneri. She'll get the and one here.
Forte comes in for Shoup.
Kylie Fuller will get the and one here and a chance to bring Minneapolis within 1 point. Free throw up and good.
Good.
Cochran with the ball for Sacred Heart. Collin out front, looks at a three, won't take it. Gets, Collin on the left wing now. Kelsey Gack running the post. And she's been over the back a couple times, and they call it a tie-up again, and they're going to give it to Sacred Heart on the alternate possession.
Checking in number 10, Zoe Shu
Must have had clock problems. It was on 5:28 for quite some time.
for the Knights.
Gotti back in the contest. Cochran runs into our player, and we're whistle with the foul.
Whistle to the blocking foul, aren't we?
Gotti gets it off to Paulin. Now get Cochran, and the shot from the outside, no good. And the rebound's pulled out of there by Nelson. We have numbers 2-on-1. Vigneri left-hand layup, good.
And the Lions take the lead again, 26-25.
She's on the board, and Nelson has scored as well, and that's what it takes to get back into the lead. Shoop with a nice denial pass on the wing, tips it out of bounds. It will stay with Sacred Heart. As Dale mentioned, Minneapolis back in the lead, 26-25.
Nice 5-0 run by the Lady Lions here to get back in the lead.
Gets off to Gotti. Entry pass is intercepted nicely
Great
by
job.
Forte, and we throw it away. Goodness.
Nobody was looking for what to help out.
Checking back in for the Knights.
Unforced errors will kill you.
Left the post player all by herself at the backcourt. Didn't look to see if she needed help.
She didn't want to bring the ball up. Entry pass down low to Everett, shot up and good.
Emily Everett.
Fuller gets it off the shoot, and she walks with it.
Checking in for the Knights,
Another
number
turnover.
4, Kirsty Nelson.
Nelson back in. Fuller
Two
will
pretty
get a
much
breather.
unforced errors by the Lady Lions.
Yeah. Out front, Everett gets on the right wing. Entry pass down low. This time we front up on Paulin, and the interception. Charisma all the way in. Shot good. What a move by Charisma Vigneri. Nice job.
28-27 Minneapolis.
Paulin pass down low to Everett. Shot up and good.
Bounces in.
Full court pressure, and it's tipped. But picked up nicely by Zoe Shoup. Soft gets his foot. It's going to stay with Minneapolis.
Checking in number 33, Riley Fuller for the Lions.
3:31 left, third quarter. Nelson, three-pointer on its way, rimming off, no good. And Fuller fighting hard for that offensive rebound, ties up Paulin.
She gets it with the possession arrow.
And that's a nice job by Fuller.
Vigneri in for Giles.
Possession arrow favors Minneapolis. Nelson to play it in. Gets it into Forte. Back to Nelson. And we throw it away. We didn't have turnovers, Dale, I think.
Oh yeah, it'd make quite a difference here. We've had 4 in this quarter.
Shot from the outside gets no good. Everett clears the board for the Lady Knights. Offensive glass. Paulin. Entry pass down low to Everett. Her shot up, no good, but she is fouled. Two-shot foul coming. Foul's whistled on Fuller once again.
Third personal.
Yep. Third personal on Kylie.
Everett, two-shot foul. First one up and no good.
Checking in number 2, Carolyn Giles.
Giles back in. Forte will go out.
Fuller stays on the floor.
Free throw, good.
Alabama checking in for the Knights.
Sacred Heart with a 2-point lead. We get it into Nelson. Nelson gets it off to shoot. 2-on-1. Fuller all the way in. She got it to go. Acrobatic shot by Kylie Fuller. Puts Minneapolis tied up with the Lady Knights.
30 all.
Gets off to Cochran, looking for Paulin inside. Out front, Everett. Motion offense. Now they got it down low. Shot up, no good, and the rebound pulled out there by Charisma Vigneri. She goes right around everyone else. Shot good. He is fouled. Everett tried to get there in time, but it was too late as Charisma Vigneri takes it all the way to the rack. They're going to count that basket.
It's pretty.
And she'll get the and one.
Lions with the lead again. Chance to go for 3 points.
Kelsey Gack back in the contest. Number 33. Everett gets Cochran. Free throw in and out, no good. And the rebound's pulled out of there by Gack. 32-30, Minneapolis with a 2-point lead. Out front gets, three-pointer on its way, no good. They're not hitting. Fuller has the rebound for Minneapolis. And we throw it away again. Goodness gracious, Marie.
Checking in number 21 for the Lions.
Wow.
Wow. Oh,
Oh, no.
they must have got a hand on it, and
Megan Slagle checking
that's a
in.
lucky one.
Amber Palmer.
We retain possession. Minneapolis to play it in. Free throw line extended. Kirsty Nelson play it in for Minneapolis. Minute 46 left, third quarter. McNary, dribble drive baseline. Back out to shoot. In the paint she goes. Giles looks at a three. Won't take it. Shoop on the baseline shot, rimming off, no good, and the rebound's pulled down out of there by Paulin. Amber Paulin with the big rebound. Gets. Excuse me, that's Gack out on top right now. Cochran, there's Paulin, three-point shot on its way, no good. And Forte with a big rebound. No, and we throw it away. We throw it away again. Goodness. Cochran gets the layup.
Tied
after
at
the
32.
turnover.
Under a minute to go in the third.
We do a good job on the defensive end. Three-pointer by Vigneri. Front rim no good. Nelson is pushed out of bounds by Everett.
She gets the offensive board.
Excuse me, that's number 23. That's Lang, Madison Lang. 23 is Schlegel. Yes, her second personal foul. Free throw by Nelson, no good. Two-shot foul here for Kirsty as she got the offensive rebound. Couldn't get that shot to drop. Free throw here would be big. 49 seconds left, third quarter. Free throw, good. 1 out of 2 for Kirsty.
45 seconds to go in the quarter.
Out front, Paulin all alone. Good. They keep shooting, they'll start falling eventually.
Yep.
Big three there by Amber Paulin. Shoot off to Giles. Won't take the shot. Charisma will. Bank shot good. It counts.
15 seconds in the quarter. Minneapolis up by 1, 36-35.
Big shot there by Charisma Vigneri. Skip shot, or skip pass to the other side. Cochran shot no good, and Shoup has the rebound. And we can't get a shot off. Big rebound by Shoup down on the baseline. Minneapolis Lady Lions take a 36-35 lead into the fourth quarter, Dale.
I love it. We'll be back with fourth quarter action. Okay, your Lady Lions lead 36-35. The final 8 minutes coming up. We outscored them 17-14 in the third quarter. Despite 5 turnovers. Mike?
Goodness. Yeah, they were unforced errors. A couple of them. Gets out on top, guarded by Nelson, and she turns it over. Double dribble.
30-second timeout, Sacred Heart.
Arnold Schmidtberger just wanted to make a quick point with his team. Right back out on the floor they go.
I'd like to thank the Davidson Agency for supporting these broadcasts. Call Lyle Davidson, your nationwide insurance agent, at 785-523-4202. Offices in Bennington, Delphos, and Minneapolis.
We get it in. Charisma Vigneri. Comes the double team. She clears the timeline. Nice crossover dribble. Tipped out there by Sacred Heart. And gets all the way in, and the layup is good. Turnovers. Nelson, we have numbers if we can get her down there. Fuller on the baseline, guarded by Everett. Three-pointer on its way by Gary. It's good.
We need a lot more of that.
Just a couple more of those, and we'll be fine. 39-37, Minneapolis, 2-point lead. Cochran, spin move, into the paint she goes, tries to get the shot up, she walked with it. Good defense, Minneapolis not reaching in, and held our ground. Cochran called with the travel, and a timeout taken by Arnold.
Full timeout by
Schmidtberger. Full one.
Sacred Heart Knights.
And we'll take one too. Dale's got a few tidbits for you. Minneapolis leading 39-37, fourth quarter against the Lady Knights.
Citizen State Bank and Trust of Delphos, Glasgow, and Minneapolis is helping to sponsor these broadcasts. Contact Owen Kendall or Jared Schmidt for all your banking needs. Citizen State features online banking, deposit accounts, loans, investment and trust services, and the Farm and Ranch Center. The D&M Body Shop is a big supporter of the MHS Lions. Contact John Wright at 1206 North 120th Road at 785-392-2666 for all your auto body repair needs. Paint and interior repair also, along with auto glass tinting and replacement.
Good game going on here, Dale.
Very good. As much as I wanted, but I didn't expect. So I'm very, very pleased.
No full court pressure.
That's interesting.
We were starting to pick them apart, I think, and Coach realized it. They're not guarding Carolyn Giles at all.
They come into a man-to-man, so we, with a 1-point lead, 2-point lead, pull it out.
Shoup all the way in, has
throw it away.
The ball stolen, and Cochran has it. Skip pass to the other side. And now Everett has it. Baseline drive, no good. No go. Now Carolyn Giles gets it right back. Nice play by Carolyn. And no. It's going to be a 30-second timeout called for by Coach Weatherman. Nice steal by Carolyn Giles. 6:20 left, fourth quarter.
Five turnovers on the Knights in this half. 7 on the Lady Lions, so we're a few negatives ahead of them there, but it's pretty close. we're leading on rebounds 9-7.
That's amazing. That's a good thing.
Well, I hope these girls can taste this win.
Yep.
Oh my. Beat Sacred Heart and Beloit in the same year. Yeah.
On their courts.
Away, yeah. Travel. Yell. Those big wins. Shoot.
Well, we got to get this in first.
Yeah. Well, they're zoned up. They're not coming out of it either. We've got the lead and the ball. We're going to shorten this game right here. It's good. Good thing.
5:50 to go in the fourth.
And a foul.
Foul on number 31. Their fourth team foul of the half.
That's just Gottie's first personal foul. Cochran back in the contest.
Take good care of the ball, getting it in.
Double
Yep.
dribble.
Yep.
We turn it over.
She dribbled it, getting possession, then stopped. And started the dribble again.
It was tipped, but she dribbled 2 or 3 times to regain control of the ball and then put it on the floor again. Shot from the outside, up and good by Schlegel. 5 minutes left in this contest. Entry pass to Fuller is tipped out of there by Everett. Excuse me, Schlegel with the long reach. Tips it out of bounds. It's going to stay with Minneapolis. Nelson to play it in. Fuller looks at a 3.
Offensive foul.
By a 98 kid.
98-pound strong girl in there. Was that on Giles?
Yep. Back pick of some kind. Moving screen.
39-39, 5:06 to go on the fourth.
Tried to screen for Charisma. The ball was coming out on top for a shot. 3-pointer on its way for Sacred Heart, no good. And Everett over the back, no call, but Charisma Vigneri with a big rebound for Minneapolis. Shoot right wing, guarded by Cochran. Picks up her dribble, gets it off to Charisma, and we throw it away.
Our 10th turnover of the half, compared to 5 for the Knights. It's been our big bugaboo this half. The turnovers.
Yep, 39-39. We're all tied up here. Getz with the ball, guarded by Nelson. All the way in she goes. Layup no good. We had a hand on it. Tipped around and tied up. Fuller and Cochran, and it's going to be Minneapolis ball on the alternate possession. Here comes the full court pressure. No. Timeout, full timeout taken by Minneapolis as Coach Weatherman can feel that full court press getting ready to be applied once again. It'll be Minneapolis ball when we come back after this 1 minute timeout.
We thank our sponsors for supporting us here. Klein Oil Company of Delphus, Jim Klein. Hometown Hardware, Pam Barker and Vicki Kaufman. Crossland Crop Insurance, John Pruitt. Sunflower Realty with Monty Nelson. Crooked Nail Studio with Alexis Kern. And Autotech, Gary Keating and Dave Sweat. (39-39), 4:23 to go in the fourth quarter. Minneapolis with possession.
Good ball game. See if Minneapolis can hang in there. Here comes full court pressure. This time it's man-to-man full court pressure. Shoot to play it in. Gets it in to Giles. Gets it off to Shoot.
Great
Now
pass.
we have numbers. Nope. All the way in she goes. Shot no good. Nelson tips it around. And Getz picks it up down on the baseline. We had a 3-on-1 and we kind of pulled up. Didn't advance it, then we were open. Now the three-point shot, no good, is blocked on the outside, and Charisma Vigneri picks up the loose ball from Minneapolis. Shoot, out front, Giles. Baseline shot, Fuller, no good. And Schlegel has the rebound for Sacred Heart. Nelson almost a steal, jumps in front of Collin, tips it out of bounds. It's going to stay with Sacred Heart.
Courtney Forte comes in for Caroline Giles.
Collin to play it in. Skip pass to the opposite side of the floor. They're looking inside to Everett. Now they get it down low to Everett.
Triple team,
yeah. And that's exactly what it took to keep her off the glass. Now over the top, Everett. Shot no good. Gets her own rebound, and she is fouled. Two-shot foul coming for Everett. And the foul is whistled on number 21, Courtney Forte. That's her first. Everett, two-shot foul here. First one on its way. It's good. And now Sacred Heart with a 1-point lead. 3:15 left in this contest. Everett, Emily Everett, second throw on its way. It is rimming out.
They get the rebound, offensive board.
They steal the board away from the rebound away from us. Cochran just too fast. And reach-in foul is called on Charisma Vigneri.
15 foul on the Lions.
Foul number 15, Charisma Vigneri.
That's her first.
Checking in for the Knights, number 33, Kelsey J.
You have got to be aware where your defender is on that free throw line. They'll sneak in there and get that, just like Cochran did. Into the backcourt it goes. 2:57 left in the game. Cochran with the ball, guarded by Giles. Closely guarded. Yep.
5 seconds, all right.
Good call. Closely guarded for 5 seconds. They turn it over. Nice job by Carolyn Giles. One-point lead for the Lady Knights. Vigneri, right wing. Out front, Giles. She'll have to make a shot. We throw it away.
The 11th turnover on the Lady Lions for the half.
Cochran handles the ball well. Gets it off to Collin, back to Cochran, out front Getz. 2 minutes left in the contest.
Reach-in foul on Vigneri. Trying to pick the pocket from behind.
Good foul. We gotta get them shooting free throws to stop this clock.
6th foul on the
One
Lady
more to go,
Lions.
so next one they will be under 1-1. We should foul here shortly. I don't know that we want Cochran to be that person
No.
at the free throw line.
No, I agree.
They want the ball in her hands. Picks up her dribble. Now Getz has it. I think I would foul her and take my chances with her. Holland's too good of a shot, so. And we're going to see if Cochran can make free throws.
Kirstie Nelson, just her third foul after having 2 in the first quarter, wasn't it?
Yep.
She
Played well through the rest of the contest under foul trouble. Now Cochran. We'll see if she can hit free throws. She 3 out of 5 so far. Missed it.
Off of Minneapolis on the rebound attempt.
Goodness.
Kind of on the back were the Knights.
We had a chance to grab it. Gets.
I'll foul her if we're going to foul anybody.
I think I would too, Dale. Schlegel out on top looked like a good candidate. Now Pollen on the wing. Now Gets. She wouldn't be too bad either. Go ahead and foul. Still a minute left in the contest, so plenty of time, just down 1. We'll see if we can get them to turn it over first.
She would have been dangerously close to a 5-second call there.
She was.
Have a timeout, Minneapolis. Full timeout.
Gets
54 seconds remaining.
will be at the free throw line when we come back. Coach Weatherman calls it full timeout. We'll take one too. Minneapolis trailing by 1, 40-39, and the Lady Knights late in this game, under a minute left in this contest.
Scott Osherman Agency of Minneapolis and Bell Bell, big supporter of the Minneapolis Lions. American Family Insurance Agent. Call Scott at 785-392-3111 for your insurance needs. Also the D&M Body Shop with John Wright, 1206 North 120th Road here in Minneapolis. Call John at 785-392-2666 for all your auto body repair needs, interior repair, auto glass tinting, and replacement.
Good game. It's going to be Getz at the free throw line when we line it up here. Getz a 1-and-1 here. Let's see if we can box out and get the rebound on the miss. Getz, first trip to the charity stripe. Free throw, no good.
Need to get the rebound. There we go.
She missed it.
Clears the boards.
She would be another trip to the free throw line here in just a little bit. Minneapolis with a chance to win it with a 2-point shot here, and
Don't throw it away.
Fuller has it, and she's
Tied up, loses it. Fouls.
she's hurt. She rolled an ankle or something, and I could see the look on her face. It was pain. It's the knee. Must have felt the knee pop or something. Coach Weatherman raised it up. Looks like it's in joint and all, but I think she's going to be all right. Good thing. Sometimes you bang knees with the opponent down there, and it's a frightful thing. She's going to have to come out. Forte in.
Okay, the Knights will have the ball with 31.9 seconds left. Minneapolis.
Oh, they called a foul.
9.
Cochran's going to be at the free throw line for a 1-and-1.
Oh, okay. Well, she missed the first one last time.
Yeah.
Do it again.
First throw up, she missed it. And we get the rebound. Courtney Forte boxes out nicely. They're not even guarding Carolyn Giles. double teaming everyone else. She's going to have to shoot the ball.
Timeout Minneapolis. 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter, trailing by 1, 40-39. Will Kylie Fuller feel well enough to come back in? Is a question.
That's a good thing. For the last possession, if we could get it into her and she could turn and shoot, we'll win this thing, Dale, 41-40.
I'd like to thank the Davidson Agency, Lyle Davidson, for helping sponsor these games on CityLinkTV.com, Minneapolis. Lyle's your nationwide insurance agent in Bennington, Delphos, and Minneapolis. Call Lyle at 785-523-4202 for your mini insurance need. Offers a wide range of companies and products, as he's also an independent insurance dealer.
Well, we need to get one to drop here, and we would be victorious. Minneapolis to play it in.
Fuller's still on the bench.
In the corner, Carolyn Giles is going to play it in. Shoop has it. In the lane she goes. Giles is going to have to shoot it, and she does. Shot no good. And Forte has the rebound. Boy, she got mugged. I don't know where the foul was.
0.4 tenths of a second left. We had our shot.
Boy, Courtney Forte had the rebound. She turned and shot, and she was fouled by 3 different angles.
Knights
No
to the
call.
line for 2.
Goodness. Free throw, no good. 0.4 seconds left. They're going to clear out the lane, and rightfully so, as Schlegel, second shot on its way. It is no good.
Canary snares the rebound, but too little too late on time.
Goodness, Forte should have been going to the free throw line for a 2-shot foul. But that's the way it works. All 3 of them missed that. Kind of like that pass interference on New Orleans, huh?
On Los Angeles.
I had that call. Minneapolis, 1-point defeat at Sacred Heart. Sacred Heart Lady Knights win it 40-39. We'll be back with some point totals here in just a minute.
The baseball team is having a 50-50 raffle at Brent Hallway.
Welcome back for a wrap up of this girls contest versus Sacred Heart. For the 3rd year in a row, Mike, we've lost by 2 or less points to the Knights here in this gym.
Tough loss here tonight. Could have went the other way as Forte with a big rebound, offensive rebound, and it looked like her shot. She was fouled, but no call. And so kind of the way it ended. 1-point loss for Minneapolis. Point totals for Sacred Heart. Allie Cochran leads the Lady Knights in scoring with 12. Hannah Getz has 5. Amber Pollan has 8. Emily Everett has 8. And Tegan Schlegel has 5. For Minneapolis, Carolyn Giles had 2 points. Kirsty Nelson had 3. Zoe Shoup had 6. And Charisma McNary had 12, all in the second half. And Kylie Fuller leads all scorers here tonight with 16 points. And Minneapolis loses 49-48. Is that what it was? I didn't write that down.
40-39.
40-39.
They scored 5 points in the final period. We scored 3. So after an explosive 3rd quarter by both squads, 5-3 they outscore us. In the second half, we out-rebound them 16-12. For the game, total-wise, we out-rebound them 35-26. Here's the big number right now. Turnovers, second half, Minneapolis 12. Sacred Heart 6. For the game, Minneapolis 23. Sacred Heart 16. I tell you, when
That'll do it.
we had so many unforced errors there, especially in the third quarter when the game was tight, and we had opportunity to maybe put some pressure on them, and we'd throw it away. And that was the difference in this game. A great effort by the Lions. They had some ups and downs on several players, but overall, very good effort. Just learn from it and come back and be strong in the next game coming up at home. With that, Dale Leach, Noah Helgett, and
Mike Perry
going to sign off this game. We'll be back with the boys game here in about 7 minutes.